Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The original idea behind Sister Wives, which debuted in 2010, was to display a polygamous marriage. Although polygamy was already common in society, it had never been the subject of a show. The relationships within the family, particularly the affinity between the initial three spouses, were adored by viewers. But after Cody married Robin and began putting her before the other spouses, things started to change. Even his relationships with his children started to deteriorate as a result of the situation getting so bad. Christine, Cody's third wife, ultimately made the decision to permanently leave him and concentrate on her own development following the epidemic. Mary and Janelle left him, one after the other, following her example. Since Cody and Robin are now monogamous, fans frequently ponder whether he intends to get married again. Cody has finally made the decision to end the discussion of many marriages. Robin, however, is still perplexed and finds it difficult to accept the situation as it is. Sister Wives, Cody acknowledges giving Robin more PDA than the others. Cody Brown finally talked about his preference for Robin above his other spouses during the Sister Spouses Season 19 tell-all. He acknowledged that he had never been more loving toward Mary, Janelle, or Christine than he was toward her. Cody acknowledged that there was one instance that was obviously inappropriate. He remembered a specific instance of PDA with Robin that caused the other wives to become so enraged that they expelled the pair. Suki was stunned by the revelation, but Cody didn't go into further detail. Sister Wives, Robin is left in the wild after Cody Brown finally closes the polygamy chapter. Cody informed Suki Krishnan in the most recent tell-all episode that he had finally given up polygamy. He stated unequivocally that he is not prepared to take any chances and that he has no prospect of getting married again. Cody explained that he isn't ready for the challenge, the inquiries, or anything that could endanger his heart. He used to actively celebrate polygamy, but he has now admitted that he and Robin are monogamous. After the family disbanded, he said his fourth wife experienced the same level of sorrow and brokenness. Robin said it was a highly heavy topic, and she wasn't sure when Suki asked her the same question. She said that even though she knows Cody isn't prepared for a second marriage, she would need some sort of assurance from him if he ever intended to be married again. She was devastated when the poly family split up, but getting married to someone new is a whole other story. Cody went on to say that he doesn't have the proper mindset and doesn't want to seek another woman. Considering how vigorously he had practiced polygamy, fans think Robin is the reason he is abandoning it. Although Robin has suffered the most, Cody and Robin shared equal responsibility for the breakdown of the multiple family. Many people think it's unjust that his ex-wives blamed her more than him, even in the tell-all. Robin was originally in favor of polygamy, but she eventually turned selfish, Janelle explained. Many believe that because Cody has a variety of connections with his wives, he frequently gets away with it. Robin, meantime, is now being used as a scapegoat. Sister Wives Tell-All Part 4 marked the official conclusion of Season 19. The season, which included Garrison's tragic death, has been an emotional roller coaster. Meanwhile, Cody Brown persisted in accusing his ex-wives in the tell-all of being responsible for the family's demise. However, other fans believe that the pain can be temporary. To find out why, continue reading. Cody Brown is already adjusting to becoming a sister wife. The tell, Cody and Robin's new $2 million house was not discussed in any of the Sister Wives Season 19 segments. Nonetheless, it is evident that Cody is already adapting to the change to monogamy. Even if given another chance, Cody stated in a one-on-one interview that he would no longer seek plural marriage. Robin disagrees, stating that she would still give it a shot. However, she also knows that Cody has lost interest in finding new brides. Additionally, Cody has declared his divine love for Robin, and he even becomes irate when he is slapped for it. The biggest question is answered by Cody's situation with kids and ex-wives. Cody Brown's circumstances with his ex-wives and children, in addition to his alterations, would suggest that they will not be collaborating for another season. Prior to taping the tell-all, Christine reportedly requested child support from Cody. Many people think that was a major factor in Cody's outward display of rage toward Christine. Additionally, Cody and his ex-wives, Mary and Janelle, have resolved their disagreement over Coyote Pass. It was disclosed that Janelle and Mary received 25% of the $1.5 million sale price of the property. As a result, unless TLC is prepared to produce additional episodes with recurring camera angles in which Cody yells incessantly about his ex-wives, there is no more story to tell. During the Sister Wives tell-all, Cody himself expressed his desire for his ex-wives to move on and cease discussing him. Sister Wives, supporters believe the pain is over. Following the fourth installment of the Sister Wives tell-all, a social media discussion also addressed whether or not their suffering is finished. Some claim that the section merely served to highlight Cody and Robin's unique bond from the start. They were also observed repeatedly altering the story. One of them was Robin, who claimed that she couldn't recall putting on cosmetics to take care of herself, while other wives were preoccupied with taking care of the children on their camping trip. While some commenters believe there may be spin-offs for the ex-wives, many others concur that season May 19th marked the final appearance of the Browns on television. At this point, I'm tired of the same old bullshit. I haven't experienced that since the years of catfishing. Many parts of the show are being rewatched by me. Now I've returned to my catfishing ways. And every time it comes up, they bring up the fact that it happened as if it had never been brought up before, which I find annoying. Thank heavens, not everyone has dementia.
No.
A bank is being made. They won't stop it until it stops producing that dollar. Will they create a spin-off for the divorcees, in your opinion? I would watch it, but I won't be watching KNR anymore. Sincerely, I hope it's over. The show has completely changed from what it was at first. I honestly don't want to watch anymore after Garrison's passing. The children in the family have probably suffered because of the fame, in addition to the poisonous dynamics inside the family as a whole. It's over. Cody Brown officially shuts down the plural dream, and the fallout is devastating. Was Robin the final nail in the coffin, or just the pawn in a bigger game? After years of promises, declarations, spiritual ceremonies, and televised chaos, Cody Brown, once the poster child for modern polygamy and the beaming patriarch of TLC's Sister Wives, has spoken the words that officially closed the door on the dream that started it all. There will be no more Sister Wives. This family is done. In one breath, he ended a decades-long experiment that had been unraveling piece by piece before millions of eyes. With that one statement, the plural vision he once boasted about from rooftops, the shared values, the open love, the communal life, collapsed into ashes. Fans who had watched the Brown family rise, fracture, and ultimately disintegrate knew this moment was inevitable, but hearing it come from Cody himself felt like the final betrayal. And now, as the dust settles around what was supposed to be a faith-centered family dynamic rooted in trust, commitment, and shared purpose, only one question hangs in the air with jagged tension. Did Robin Brown destroy the plural family by design? Or was she just the bait in a strategy Cody never intended to follow through on? Because while the wounds are still fresh and the fallout ongoing, Christine, Janelle, and even Mary's exits may not be the true cause of the collapse. According to the whispers swirling around fans and insiders alike, it may have always been about Robin, not as a wife, but as the endgame. The question is whether she knew it or not. For years, Cody sold the world an image, the charming, curly-haired husband navigating the challenges of plural marriage with enthusiasm and faith. In the early seasons of Sister Wives, he was a man constantly on the move, managing schedules, juggling emotional needs, and preaching the virtues of plural love. He held Mary's hand through infertility heartbreak. He laughed in the kitchen with Janelle. He promised Christine that she was special, even when his eyes were already elsewhere. And then came Robin, the so-called game changer. With her tearful confessions, soft-spoken charm, and seemingly endless patience, she slid into the Brown family like a Trojan horse. Except instead of bringing destruction from the outside, she slowly transformed everything from within. Cody's attention shifted overnight. His presence in the other homes dwindled. Holidays became unequal.
Rules changed.
Emotional availability narrowed to one woman, one house, one relationship. And still, he insisted the family was intact. But now, standing in front of a camera with none of his original wives beside him, Cody is telling the world what so many saw coming long ago. I don't want another plural family. It doesn't work. I'm done. His words didn't just mark the death of the plural model. They annihilated every apology he ever made to the other women. All the years of convincing them that their pain was worth it, that their sacrifice had purpose, that their unity had meaning, gone in a single declaration. Christine, who left with dignity and emotional clarity, had already predicted it. He's not a plural husband anymore. He only wants Robin. Janelle, who fought to hold onto independence while being gaslighted about fairness, watched the truth validate every decision she made. Even Mary, who clung the longest and suffered the most in silence, now knows that the marriage she waited for died long before Cody said it out loud. But as fans rally around the other wives and cheer their new lives, a far more complicated question emerges around Robin's role in it all. Because while some still see her as the favorite wife, others are now questioning whether she was ever just that, or if she was always the destination in a journey Cody pretended was plural. Was Robin truly the catalyst, or just the excuse? To many, the timing tells its own story. Robin didn't just join the family, she fundamentally changed it. From the moment she appeared, Cody transformed from husband of many to protector of one. He shifted from shared loyalty to exclusive obsession. He created new rules under the guise of COVID, isolating himself in Robin's home, refusing to visit his other children, and demanding loyalty from wives he emotionally abandoned. Fans watched him scold Christine for having unrealistic expectations of intimacy, while never once challenging Robin's demands for emotional safety and family unity, despite her being the only wife who received either. And while Robin has repeatedly wept on screen, insisting she never wanted to be the only wife, her actions and Cody's tell another story. Because every time the family fractured, Robin didn't step up to mend it. She stepped back, allowed the damage, and continued to benefit from Cody's full devotion. I never wanted this, she cried in one episode, but viewers weren't buying it. She says that with a smirk. One fan tweeted, "She didn't have to want it. She helped build it." And then there's the financial angle. As the other wives struggled with homes, income, and independence, Robin secured the biggest house, Cody's constant presence, and the lion's share of family support. She never had to fend for herself. She never had to raise kids alone while Cody juggled other marriages. She had the legal marriage, the family trips, and the emotional bandwidth of a man who had checked out of all other relationships. So now, with the plural model officially dead, viewers are asking, was Robin the reward at the end of a long, manipulative journey? Did Cody ever really believe in polygamy, or was it just a stepping stone to justify one marriage while stringing along the others? Christine's departure, once seen as the breaking point, now looks like the beginning of a revelation. That plural marriage was always a theory Cody liked to talk about, but never had the integrity to live. The anger among fans is explosive. Social media is ablaze with reactions to Cody's statement. Hashtags like #Robin was the plan, #CodyCon, and #SisterWivesScam are trending, with viewers demanding accountability from both Cody and TLC. We watched a 15-year lie, one user wrote. He never wanted multiple wives. He wanted multiple chances, and once he got Robin, he cashed out. Others are focusing on Robin's future. Now that the plural illusion is over, what will she become? A monogamous wife stuck with a bitter, isolated man? Or the architect of her own isolation? She won, another commenter posted, but at what cost? Because with Cody's public rejection of plural marriage, he hasn't just cut ties with his other wives, he's burned the bridge to the belief system he claimed defined him. And Robin, whether she wanted it or not, is now the sole witness to the wreckage. Even deeper still is the emotional toll on the Brown children. Many of the adult kids have already spoken out, Gwendolyn, Paydon, and others expressing frustration, distance, and trauma. Now, with Cody denouncing plural marriage altogether, The message to his children is clear. Your mothers sacrificed for nothing. The family they built, the show they shared, the upheaval they endured, all erased by a man who decided he was tired of pretending. I believed in it once, Cody said, but Christine quickly countered. He believed in control. That's not the same thing. And she may be right. The more Cody speaks, the clearer it becomes that plural marriage for him was less about faith and more about ego. When his authority was questioned by Christine, by Janelle, by his sons, he didn't adapt. He retreated. To Robin. To safety. To control. And now that he's finally dropped the act, viewers see the truth. Cody Brown never lost the family, he gave it up. As the dust settles, what remains is the twisted irony of it all. The man who once preached about family unity and plural purpose is now monogamous by default, estranged from most of his kids, disconnected from his former wives, and clinging to the one relationship he protected at all costs, the one that may now feel more like a cage than a kingdom. Robin, no longer the new wife but the last one standing, has to face a new kind of isolation. No more sister wives to shield her. No more plural justifications. Just a bitter man who torched the very structure she once claimed to cherish. And fans? They're done being lied to. They're calling for a rebrand, a reckoning, and a radical shift in how TLC handles reality TV narratives. Because Sister Wives wasn't just a show, it was a social experiment. And now that it's failed, the viewers want answers. Closure. And maybe accountability. So the next time Cody Brown says he's done with plural marriage, remember, he's not just closing a chapter. He's exposing the truth about all the chapters before it. And whether Robin was the final wife, the bait, or the plan all along, the dream of the Brown family died the moment it became clear that love, in Cody's world, was never meant to be shared. Is this the end? Sister Wives Season 19 has fans convinced it's the final goodbye, and the clues are all there. After nearly a decade and a half of marital drama, spiritual upheaval, shocking splits, emotional breakdowns, new beginnings, and some of the most unforgettable moments in reality TV history, fans of Sister Wives are bracing for what feels like the inevitable. Season May 19th be the final goodbye, the bittersweet swan song to the Brown family's chaotic, controversial, and completely captivating saga. While TLC hasn't made any official announcements, longtime viewers say the writing is all over the walls, and the signs have never been louder. From the eerie tone of the trailers, the quiet exits of major cast members, and the increasingly somber confessional interviews to the drastic shift in storyline focus, emotional coldness from Cody, and what some are calling a closure arc for Christine and Janelle, the loyal fandom that stuck with the Browns through every plural twist and emotional turn is now coming to terms with what might be the biggest heartbreak yet. That Sister Wives is preparing its final curtain call. And whether you believe it's time for closure or you're dreading the end, one thing is certain. The mood surrounding Season 19 feels very different. It's more like a retrospective than a revival, more like a eulogy than a celebration. For the first time in years, viewers aren't speculating about what comes next. They're mourning what may be over. Because this isn't just a reality show ending. It's the dissolution of a cultural phenomenon, and fans know it. The first clue? The haunting tone of the Season 19 promos. Gone are the upbeat montages of happy plural family moments, replaced instead with long pauses, hollow gazes, and clips of Cody Brown alone, walking silently across the Coyote Pass property that was once supposed to be the Brown family's forever home. In voiceover, Christine says, "It's not a family anymore," while Janelle quietly adds, "There's no reason to pretend." Robin, wiping away a tear in her usual soft-spoken tone, whispers, "I never wanted this." But it's not just the content of the teaser, it's the mood. There's no hype, no anticipation of new chapters, no promises of rebuilding. It feels like an obituary to the dream of plural marriage. Fans immediately picked up on it. "This is a funeral," one Reddit posted after the trailer dropped. "We're not watching a new season. We're watching the end of an era." The show, which once thrived on tension between the wives and the idealistic hope that somehow Cody could balance his love between multiple women, is now running on empty. With Christine long gone, Janelle emotionally checked out, Mary finally walking away, and Robin left as the default monogamous wife. There's no more sisterhood to film, only the debris. Another sign? The way TLC is packaging the season itself. Insiders have pointed out that season 19 is being marketed more like a docuseries than a reality show, with a heavy emphasis on interviews, reflections, and how it all went wrong breakdowns rather than current family developments. Gone are the chaotic family BBQs, joint birthday parties, and tense but shared holiday gatherings. Instead, we're getting Christine walking us through her memories.